hopefully you feel that at home when you've been watching Matchday Live throughout the seasons. 31 minutes played here. Manchester City 1, Crystal Palace 0. Phil now over on the left-hand side. Just lost out the ball there, but Anderson as well, just straight there to lap it up and keeps the ball. It's a little bit late, no referee. Wharton's picked it up again, no. Shirky with the ball.
Time for that.
Oh, get away with yourself, you absolute sorry, but live.
Shirky picking up the yellow card, feels a bit soft.
Yeah, it's very soft, like.
What's he supposed to do? He's run across him. I feel that's a foul.
Yeah, it's a foul, but maybe not a yellow card. 31 minutes to go, even though stopping the break. Wharton again, though, at the heart of it. Just as they set up this free kick, Shirky with the yellow card, bring Georgina back in. Georgina sprinkled us with a bit of luck there. Haaland with the goal, and since then, he's kind of done what we need to do. We've really seemed to have just been dominating since then, haven't we, Georgina?
Absolutely. I mean, ooh, sorry, just watching the game there.
I just thought then,
really
when we last came to you,
when you were saying it, I was thinking.
I thought, wait, last second Georgina was scoring. I thought, no, let Palace score. They've just played a lovely ball in from the free kick. Great header, to be fair. Looks like he was offside, actually, so it wouldn't have counted. But sorry, Georgina, you were saying I interrupted you.
I was just a bit worried then. I was thinking, good luck charm, just gone. But no, I'm very glad that Haaland scored in particular, because I was a little bit worried, you know, guys, after he cut his hair, that maybe his goal-scoring days were over. But fear not, fear not. I actually said to Stephen, I said he's probably become more aerodynamic now with his new haircut, so even faster on the ball. But yeah, really great performance so far. I'm really happy.
Seems we were just saying as well, I mean, sorry, just...
yeah, we're stopping now.
Palace have just got the ball. They're looking like they're putting the ball back in. Great clearance again from Gueye, and seems to have nullified that threat. The energy off the ball, Georgina, is something I'm really noticing, whether it's pressing in when they've got the ball in their defence, but even now, constantly closing down Crystal Palace at every moment, and every player's doing it, which is... Sorry, they were close there, but it's gone out for a goal kick. Who was that? I think it was their fullback, Adam Wharton, again at the centre. He is their threat, though, Adam Wharton, isn't he? You can see why everything seems to be going through him. I wondered as well, Georgina, I mean, what have you made of getting to see Foden and Shirky on the pitch together? We wondered, can it work? Foden's on the right, but they seem to just be interchanging really nicely.
I think it works. Like you said, they're interchanging really nicely. I'm happy to see them both together. I think they work really nicely. And back to your previous comment, Kel, about how active we look off the ball, it's great to see. I think that hunger, especially after winning a treble, you can't buy that. That's something that's ingrained in the players, and it's really, really promising and exciting to see that we've still got that hunger, we've still got that ambition. Just because we're 1-0 up, we're hungry for that next goal, and that's what makes, you know, a title-winning team and a treble-winning team, and I think we're going to get back there very, very soon. Yeah, couldn't agree more, Georgina. Right, we'll let you get back to watching the game, maybe speak to you just before half-time. We've got about 10 minutes to go here. Shirky's just on the ball. So great to have Georgina part of the Matchday Live squad this season. Wherever you're watching the watch-along with Mikael, Paul and Liam in the studio. 10 minutes to go here, Paul. I mean, you kind of want to get that second goal, but also does it get to a point where you just go, right, let's just steady the ship and go in up 1-0 up?
Yeah, look, you always want to get the second goal, but, you know, they've just had a little bit of pressure last 5 minutes, just 1-0, get in at half-time, reset, then go again. But it wouldn't surprise me if there's at least a couple of more chances here before we go. We're moving the ball well, we're interchanging well. We just need to be a bit more careful on the counter-attack.
Yeah.
It's just Wharton every time.
You know, when we've got the ball and we're dominating so much, you know, defensively, you've got to still be thinking, what if?
Yes.
What's going to happen, you know?
That looks... I mean, is that feels... Sorry, Jeremy, for...
Just followed straight through.
Erling Haaland has kind of gone through. I mean, it's high...
I think in slow-mo makes it look way worse. At the time, it felt...
Fair. You're right. There you go. Now, Liam, bring you...
But it is like that. When you start watching stuff in slow-mo, you're like, oh, I'm going to get wound up at that. But, I mean, Haaland didn't even go down.
There we go. As we said, Liam keeping us on the straight and narrow.
been no swears. I think we're doing all right.
Yeah, I think we're doing okay so far.
It's nearly a couple.
I nearly had one, definitely.
Yeah,
And Paul, I think there was one with Paul with the ref, and I thought, here we go. But no, so far so good, and it's a lovely ball now from, I think that was Diaz who finds Semenyo, goes out for a corner ball, a throw-in, actually, just one of those that's right next to the...
Keeping that width again, though, isn't it? It's the out ball.
Also, and actually, it's funny, isn't it? Because it's not the widest of pitches, Selhurst Park as well, but we're still trying to stretch them as much as possible. It's Gvardiol with the throw. Finds Shirky, but Wharton again. Clear's such a great footballer. I really do love Wharton. Got the women's season starting soon as well, Liam, which were, I mean, that was last time we were together, was watching the... Sorry, Gvardiol's just gone an outrageous one.
Back stick again. Good foul.
Is that... That's happened a few times. Phil always being his own. Is that partly where we've dragged them all across to the side of the pitch, Paul? Yeah.
It's shifting the back four around and they're getting sucked right over. So every time we're going down our left-hand side, wide, Phil's always free at the back post.
Yeah. Do you think maybe that'll be pointed out if we can just find him a couple more times? Looks like he could grab a goal. He was close to grabbing a goal earlier on in the half. Just rushed his shot. Free kick for Palace. But yeah, excited for the women's season to start again, Liam, soon.
Can't wait. Honestly, can't wait. Beth Mead coming in, Niamh Charles as well. And we're champions, back in the Champions League. I'm buzzing. I'm really excited to see us go toe to toe with Europe's best, because not being in it for a year, you felt it. It was.
You miss it, don't you?
Yeah,
for sure. And I think when we were speaking to Andre at the back end of last season, he said we've had a few selection problems this year because we haven't had as many games. People are wanting more games, and he said once Champions League comes back, everyone will be firing, everyone will be ready, and I mean, he's won it twice, so I'll be excited to see
what he does in there. Yeah. Like you say, Niamh Charles as well, signed as well. I mean, can you see maybe? Do you think they need to strengthen a little bit more? I mean, we've got, as you say, we've got a double winning team there. Can you see any more maybe coming in, or?
I don't think so. I think we forget that Sydney Lohman came in last year, spent most of the season injured. Even Sam Coffey coming in, didn't see masses of her. These are two of the top midfielders in the world.
Yeah.
So to get those two back, that's going to feel like new signings.
Then with Niamh Charles, like you say, as well.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff.
Fowler back as well.
There's something special about the Champions League anyway, but actually being the champions.
Yeah.
Champions League.
Yeah.
Gives it that little bit extra.
Of course, as well, there'll be a first full season for the women in their brand new building, which is, again, lucky enough to see it here. Our studio is set at the CFA, and they've got their brilliant now all-built purpose facility. Lovely mosaic as well was open there on the opening game of the weekend for our very own Steph Houghton, which is thoroughly deserved. I mean, brilliant. The legend that is Steph has now got a mosaic over at the women's building, and rightly so, because she is a pioneer of the women's game and has left a hell of a legacy, not just for City or for England, but for women's football itself. And we'll be excited to bring you the women's season. Great documentary as well has just come onto Manchester City Plus, all about the women's season last season, first season under Andre Jeglerts. Well, the amount of times he's just been in the position to intercept it. A couple of times Shirky's lost the ball, but they've tried to play it in behind.
That's fine.
Collected by Donnarumma. That's key, though, isn't it? If we're playing such a high line, Paul, Kusanov's pace at the back is kind of key to being able to do that.
It smells danger. Even though he's playing right back, he's covered right across into possibly the left back area there to cover the channel.
Yeah.
His pace there, and he's done it a couple of times tonight. It's invaluable having that pace when you want to play a high line. You're so right, Cal.
It must be so frustrating. I mean, you can tell us when you come up against a defender who's just absolutely rapid.
As a forward, Liam, honestly, there's nothing worse especially if you're a forward that wants to run the channels, than coming up against a defender who's quicker than you. Because you've got to completely change your game. What comes natural to him, what came natural to me was run the channels. All of a sudden, you're not going to get in there because he's quicker than you. So you've got to adapt your game within the game to do it, and it's really difficult to do.
If you've been used to always kind of doing that being the thing that works. Just thinking as well, Paul, when we get in the Paul Dickoff statue, I already know.
I've got
the celebrations, the statue.
I've got a garden gnome somewhere, I think, in the club shop.
Can we just? Can we
say a Lego man?
Should we sneak it in around?
I've actually got a gnome.
Have you?
Sliding my knees. Cheers.
Joking, mate.
Cheers, guys.
We need
To scale,
Sorry, the dick, why is there not a dick off gnome in the club shop?
Life size it is as well.
I'm petitioning for that to go in the club shop.
That'd be a good seller, that. I reckon
Absolutely.
that'd be by ponds in Manchester all over the place.
I'm thinking we sneak that in around the CFA here somewhere and we just we make it.
Never mind Elf on the Shelf. Have a little dick of gnome planted around this year.
About 2 minutes to go till 45 minutes to fill now. Oh, see you later. See you later. Plays the ball back across. Haaland again with the header. Lovely floated ball from Phil on the right-hand side after he beat his full-back. Still kind of floating in and around the box, though, but Gay's picked it up now against his former team. Something we've not mentioned as well. Maybe do that in the second half. I just can't get the dick off gnome out my head. Get that round the CFA. I'm going to write to Khaldoon. That's what I'm going to do. Khaldoon, forgetting the next statues.
I'm going to find a picture of it for you.
Please do.
Anyone in the comments, if they got like a 3D printer, we can get one mocked up. Get Dragon's Den.
Get it in the club shop. Phil unlucky there, just kind of gave the ball away. It was lovely feet from beforehand.
Get there.
So close, but now almost finding a Manchester.
Fire, they?
Look at the pressing again.
Tell you what, though, I mean, as much as we kind
Look
of
at the pressing again.
its physicality is just so strong. And this is the other thing. What I'm really enjoying about the City team. I know we've mentioned it before. Palace are at this. They're at us. They kind of be big and strong, but we're giving them it back, Liam, which I've not always seen in City teams gone by. You know, I mean, we've had it previously, but it's good to see that physicality and also that bit of fight.
Well, it's just like that worry that we're not going to get bullied.
Yes.
And I think, was it against Newcastle with Joelinton and Nico O'Reilly?
Yeah.
And it was sort of, it got a bit tasty and he went, nah, like, I'm a big boy.
stepping up.
Don't worry that I'm a kid. Like, I'm built for this. And I just feel like you're saying, we've got big players and this isn't a team that's going to win pout. And
No.
like, we can be the bullies now. And I feel like that's always been, over the last few years, teams have tried to bully us. And we've had players like David Silva and Bernardo Silva who can take a knock and they just turn and keep it going. And it's all it's like pacifying. It's
Yes.
like
it.
Yeah, like the police do, and it's like, we'll move you that way. So not that I know. But I feel like with this team, it's like, we can go shoulder to shoulder with you. Like, don't worry about us. Like, we're at it.
Yes.
I mean, it showed there, like...
If you want to play, we'll play.
Yeah.
Better than you.
Yes.
If you want to fight, we'll give you a fight as well. And we'll stand up to you.
And you know, as you say, you can usually be elegant with football around it, but there are certain games, Paul, and you know, when you're in certain places, you need that a little bit. It's part of the game.
It's more important
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah, I agree. It's been 1 minute of added time, so just 30 seconds more or less left of that. Before then, we'll be heading back to Selhurst Park. We've got FG there, who is with Shells, and Luke. So it's always great to have them two gents on as well. And we've also got Georgina with us, who we'll be speaking to in the second half. But we'll be going back to Selhurst Park as well. So wherever you're watching this, make sure you stay tuned to get their feedback and see what they made from it in the stadium. As Semenyo beats two players now on the left-hand side and just finds Shirky now, who finds it back to him. Go on.
Far stick again.
Shirky, dig in.
Again.
Oh! Takes it on his right foot. Very unlucky there, but Henderson just collects it to his right-hand side. And I think... that was the full-time... Ooh, lovely footballer. Lovely football there from Manchester City. Just unlucky there. Shot on target for Shirky. But great half of football there, Paul.
Yeah, first 10 minutes we knew weathered the storm a little bit. And then been dominant. They've had a couple of little moments. But apart from that, we look good.
Progressed into a bit of a canter there, haven't we?
Yes.
Towards the end. Looking... I wouldn't say it goes as far as comfortable, but... everyone knows what they're doing. Yeah. Like, first of all, when they first started playing, we were missing out over Pino over on the right-hand side or our left-hand side, but now it looks like, no, don't worry about that. Kuznov can get over there if Guardiola's forward, and it's all piecing together, and it looks very comfortable.
Semenyo's given them all sorts of problems every time he gets the ball. Nico O'Reilly has been outstanding.
Yes. I think Gay's read the game brilliantly as well.
Foden's going to get a goal. Like, the space
he's got to get a tap.
Like, yeah, like, you can't leave a player as talented as Phil with that much time and keep giving him chances as well. Like he's going to put them away. He's going to punish you. Yeah, for sure.
I think as well he'll get that first goal, Phil, and then that'll set him off for the season. If
Yeah.
you've just joined us as well, maybe wherever you've been watching, you come back. We've been doing the watch along here with Paul and Liam over at Selhurst Park as well. Also, I should mention as well, Georgina's been with us as well. She's actually she's there now. Great first half of football, Georgina.
Absolutely. I mean, Phil Foden summed it up at the end there when he skinned that defender, sent him for a chip butty. I mean, he has got his mojo back, hasn't he? It's so exciting to watch. Really, really excited to see Phil this season. I think him being in that senior role as well, he's really going to come into it. And hopefully, like you said, he's going to get that goal and it's going to set him up for the season. But has Mark Gay not touched a blade of grass? I think he's been everywhere on the pitch. What a player.
Yeah, we say it's also his intelligence. Is that intelligence the way he seems to read the game? I was saying, he's in the right place at the right time all the time, and against his former club, which we didn't mention.
Yeah, absolutely. He's looking dangerous. I mean, he's explored a few new roles this season, isn't he? Which is exciting, and he's playing all of them really well, which is great to see. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing more of Mark.
Yeah, and that is his game intelligence. You know, when you see players that are just in the right place all the time, that's
it is. It's just that he's assessing the game all the time. You know, and we said before about when you're on the attack, the best thing you have to do as a defender is be aware and think what if. He's thinking what if all the time and getting himself in a position where he can go and break things up. I mean, he must have had 4 or 5 at least in that first half where he's just stepped in and made interceptions, and that's just, as you said, it's just football intelligence.
I always think when you watch a defender, for me, I can't remember him going to the floor here, going to the ground.
No.
And it's like, if you don't need to go to the ground, positionally, you're always in the right place.
Yes.
And he just seems to be getting it spot on every single time. It's like he's a step ahead of Palace at the moment. It's like they must be running all the same old drills from last year or something. I don't know, because he's there. He knows them.
He really does.
He never looks flustered. He's always in control of what he's doing, but what's around him as well.
And it's one of them, isn't it? You talk about, we know we've lost some leaders, but we've got one right there who's the former captain of Palace as well. Right, we're going to take a slight pause here in the studio. Hopefully you'll be hearing from FG over at Selhurst Park. We're going to bring you this. I mentioned it just earlier on as we were watching the game. Brand new documentary coming to City Plus about our double winning season for our women's team. How did they do it? What happened? We'll be bringing you all the behind the scenes in that doc, and also some new words, first words from our new signing, Bouardi. He gives his first interview to Manchester City.
You know when we are at the best? When the shoulders are down and enjoying playing football.
New manager, new set of faces.
It's been year after year of Chelsea domination in the league.
With City, we're used to seeing this team who were playing excellent football, but just didn't know how to get over the edge.
Last year was really tough. Sometimes tough time can actually bring a group together.
The message from the beginning has been so positive. Andre's had a massive part to play in that.
You go again?
Yeah. He just gives us that freedom to go out and express ourselves, and then once we do that, obviously the results will take care of itself.
Group, we are unique and we definitely refuse to lose.
During the majority of their run, they looked quite comfortable in most of the games, but you knew tests were going to come.
This could be a team that really pushes on from here.
We are never satisfied. We're always hunting for more.
Clips it in. It's another header from Shaw!
The mentality shift has been the biggest thing for Man City this season. They're ruthless.
Gets the shot away! What a goal from Lauren Head!
This is a club united, and you can see that from the outside.
And that is the final whistle.
This season just felt that little bit different. I think the whole club in general has felt a little bit different.
8 title, 10 years in the making.
I'm really happy, really proud to be here. One of the greatest clubs in the world. And I hope everything's going to be right in the future. I was good in Lille. I felt very good, but it was the moment for me to step over, and coming in City was, I think, the right things to do, and I'm really happy and proud to be here.
For those that might not be familiar with your game, how would you describe your playing style?
I would say that I'm a player who plays for the team. I'm a really collective player. I try to put my teammates in the best position and to give everything every time for the team. But I think Premier League is the most attractive and most competitive championship in the world, the best championship in the world. So every player's dreams to play in Premier League, and I hope I'm going to play in the Premier League really soon as possible.
And how about Manchester City? Any memories in particular stand out for you?
Yeah, of course. When I grew up with the Manchester City of Guardiola, when he arrived, what he done was just amazing. But now we know that City is one of the greatest clubs in the world, with the best player, the best team, the best campus. So everything is done to perform here and to do the best.
And what about players? Are there any City players that have perhaps influenced your style of play?
Yes, I really like to watch Kevin De Bruyne. Also Yaya Touré. I was a bit younger, but I saw a lot of video of him. But no, a lot of great players came in City, so like Rodri. I can tell you all of the players that I watched in City, there is too many. We know that in the great club we need to win. And yes, but we're going to see what's going to happen. What's important is that I'm going to give 100%, be always here for the team, and then it's the future.
Ayoub, congratulations again on joining the club, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Many thanks, I really appreciate it.
Welcome back to Selhurst Park, Manchester City, 1 goal to the good. A certain man predicted it would be 3-0 and Erling Haaland would score the goal, and he said there was going to be 1 goal in the first half. Are you telling us something?
I mean, I hope I am, but I mean, at the same time, I'd have been a bit happier if we were more than 1 up there. A few chances. Foden nearly scored as well. I think we've looked good. We looked a lot better than them.
A real professional first half performance. Shells, I know you're desperate to speak about how good that centre-back pairing was, and also how much Elliot Anderson in front of them complimented them. They look like a really good unit. There's of course leadership in that pairing like we discussed, but the performances from both of them in that first half was fantastic, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'd love to talk about Ruben Diaz and Mark Gay. I think Mark Gay has been fantastic today with the interceptions, ball playing. He's just really commanding the defence, and I think with Ruben Diaz as well, I think both of them was very demanding at the start of the game. Crystal Palace was heavily on top. It's quite a physical battle with Larson, but as well, Elliot Anderson. He's been the star of the show for me. What a performance so far in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. I mean, that's what we paid for, essentially. He's in charge of all of the move that we're going through. He's living and breathing every single kick out there, Elliot Anderson. He's controlling the tempo as well. Let's move it a little bit further forward then and speak about that goal from Erling Haaland. A looping header, shall we call it, a fantastic header. I'm not sure whether he would have scored it if he'd had air or not, but listen, one thing's for certain, a fantastic ball in from Semenyo. He loves to cut inside onto that right foot, and the finish, it's a top finish.
Yeah, he's just cushioned it and he's looped it over the keeper, and he made it look very easy, but it's a very difficult finish to anyone that's played football. To get that sort of control the ball and loop it over the keeper is very hard. It's a great header, and the celebration was even better. The little hair flick or whatever it was, without having any hair. Anyone saying he was going to be jinxed with that haircut as well is completely blown out the water now, because he scored already, and I think he might get another in the second half, but we'll see.
I'm so excited to see the clips of everybody in the studio celebrating that goal, in particular Kel. And of course Paul Dickov would have loved it as well. It would have been absolutely amazing. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. We've been in the away section when we were out here coming out for the half-time chat. We did see Ryan Mikado warming up. It's great to see him back. He was fantastic in pre-season, of course, had a slight issue with his shoulder. When we're looking at that, and you're looking at that right-hand side where Phil's created a couple of chances for himself, probably could have had a couple of goals, do you think you need that injection perhaps on the right-hand side?
It's tough to say. Anything can change very quickly. I think for Phil, he'd be very disappointed. I think one of the first chances of the game, in my opinion, he should have maybe converted that chance, but time can tell and he can grow into the game. But I think having the type of talent on the bench with Mikado and a lot of other talented players, they can be ready, and if you need to bring on the fresh legs in the 50th, 60th minute, they can do that, and they've got the talent to do that.
He's a very purple patch player, Phil, as well, isn't he? Do you think he just needs to get that goal? Because that first half performance was brilliant from him. It looked like he was making the runs, he was doing everything. There was a couple of opportunities in there. There was a chance where perhaps he could have maybe taken a touch, perhaps, or...
Yeah, Anderson put him in. It was a really good pass from Anderson, so the credit goes to him. Foden will score his next chance, I think, and also... We're 1-0 up, but we could be 2 or 3-0 up, so I think we just got to make sure we score our next chance. Maybe it will be Foden, maybe it won't be, but ultimately, if the team can get a second goal, that'd be brilliant.
You might be able to see in the background our players, our substitutes are out, they're back out warming up, as well as Ayoub Bouyadi, of course. We've just seen the interview from him a couple of times. There's a penalty shootout going on here at half-time. as well, Shells, how important is the second half, having that 1-goal lead and also looking really, really confident when defending?
Yeah.
When we come to places like this, and we've, in recent years, sometimes it's been really difficult in them key moments. How important is it to build on that and keep that foundation at the back?
Yeah, it's very important because it's about having that safety and protection. You want to believe that you can all defend together. And I think coming to this ground is very hard, tough, environmental. So I think the fans can really get behind them. And you can see in the first 10 minutes, even the end of the first half, you can see maybe the pressure slowly trying to creep onto the players. So I think it's a big second half. They need to try and stay focused, stay calm. But there's a lot of pressure on the boys. But I think they're looking comfortable, and that's the main thing. They believe in themselves. They can get another goal if they wanted to, but they're looking compact at the back.
Do you think there will be a moment in this second half? I mean, you just mentioned the first 10 minutes, Palace. We had to weather a slight storm there. Do you think it'll be very similar for the second half? The crowd, of course, make a lot of noise here, and they'll be shooting the opposite side to their main side of it. I think there was a bit of a
definitely there's a bit of a switcheroo, which isn't too common. And I think, like you said, they're at home. It's their first home game of the season. They didn't win last week. They want to try and bounce back. And whenever you're a goal behind, you're just 1 goal away from being level. So I think if Palace score, the place could go up, and we need to stop that happening by not only not conceding, but if we get our second goal, I think it's as good as game over in my eyes. So let's see if we can get that second goal.
What is there anything that you would potentially look to change? I mean, when you're looking at the amazing talent we've got on the bench, Boyadi's there, Kovacic, Echeverry, got Rico as well, Vito Hajj, Caden Braithwaite. There's so much talent on the bench. How long do you think it will be until Enzo makes a change?
In my opinion, I'll definitely my players to watch for to maybe getting subbed off is Cherki, Semenyo and Foden. I think all of them have maybe had quiet spells at period of times of the game, but they also had glimpses of doing quality stuff, such as Semenyo getting the assist, and Cherki, we know in situations where you can pull something out of the magic book. So I think those 3 players can maybe get hooked off. But I think
look on 60. Look on 60. We're 1-0 up still, or Palace are having a bit of a spell. Maybe change something up, shape it up a bit differently. But I think the back 4 will stay the same.
Yeah.
Midfield, Anderson should stay in there. I think he only had 60 in the first game. I think he'll stay on if he's fit enough too, because he's probably our best player, I think, up to now.
Nico Riley's really complimented him as well, by the way. We haven't even mentioned him.
He's been out on the right wing at times.
Another product of our academy, and I don't know what they're feeding them boys at the CFA, but they can play in numerous positions. We're once again seeing him in another position, this time on the right-hand side.
We could have seen you at left-back, mate, if we were short of numbers.
Well, I mean, thankfully our left-back covers a lot of grass, and he's absolutely fine. But Nico's had some really, really elegant touches in that half, hasn't he? He's very, very good. The ball sometimes like a magnet to him. He's complemented Anderson really well in there, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, this is Nico Riley. He's a product of our academy, and Phil Foden's a product of our academy. You look at that PFA Young Player of the Year award he got the other day. 5 out of the last 6 are City Youth Academy products. Foden, Rodgers, Palmer, Nico O'Reilly. So yeah, we've got an array of talent. Some of it moves on, some of it stays, but we've got 2 amazing young players in our team.
I think with Nico, his energy when he lost the ball as well, he's always committing down, putting the press on. I think that's something you don't really see from the young players as well.
Absolutely. Listen, the players are heading out, so we're going to head back into the away section. A quick word for you, by the way, just to let you know, Thomas Tuchel is here tonight. He's, of course, watching with that international break, which is extended this season, coming up in about a month's time or a few weeks' time. But listen, we're heading back right now. Enjoy the second half, everyone in the studio. We're sending our love from Selhurst Park. It's stopped raining now, but we're heading into the away section.
On our watch along, we're going to be bringing you these throughout the season. Liam and Paul with me in the studio, of course. Second game of the season. Manchester City are at Selhurst Park. It's currently Crystal Palace 0, Manchester City 1. Erling Haaland with the only goal of the game. It was a lovely ball across from Antoine Semenyo playing on the left-hand side, and he just guided it into the other corner, other side of the goal. Paul made a great point. It was all in the ball from Semenyo, and he just had to guide it. So his new haircut brings him his first goal of the season. Thanks to FG Shells and Luke Stanley. They were bringing you some half-time action on Matchday Live, and we'll be getting more from them at full time. We've got Georgina as well, who's joining us from Spain. And again, I have to say, love to see that on a Friday night. Proper blue. Georgina, what are you hoping to see from this second half?
More of what we've seen in the first half, more chances, just getting them in the back of the net, really. I think we've been great defensively as well, so more of that. Gay's been outstanding. That partnership with Diaz has been phenomenal. So I think same as the first half, we've been looking good.
Same as the first half. That is that will be lovely stuff. I can bring you the team. I don't think there's been any changes. So it's a back of Donnarumma in goal, who we've just played. We kicked off and he's got the ball now. Kushnov on the right-hand side. It's Diaz who's captain alongside Guéhi, who has been reading the game brilliantly in that first half. Gvardiol over on the left-hand side. And then moving into midfield, it's Elliot Anderson alongside Nico O'Reilly and Cherki. Foden's out on the right, Haaland down the middle, Semenyo on the left. Paul, what do you think will have been said in that dressing room at half-time from Enzo Maresca?
Put away your chances.
Yeah. We're lucky maybe not to be 2 or 3-0 up.
Absolutely, we're playing well. Just make sure we don't make it into like a basketball match, which it was the first 10-15 minutes, because that's what they want to happen and get the spaces. But yeah, just Georgina said it, they're just much more of the same, really. They'll keep getting the ball out wide. Every time Semenyo's had it, he's caused them problems. Every time Phil gets it, he's coming inside, we're switching the play and we're moving their back four around to the point that when we get crosses in the box, we've always got a spare man in there. Yeah. And it's just been that little bit more clinical when we do it.
Phil Foden's had a couple there as well, and that, as the pun Paul mentioned there about having that spare man. Foden a couple of times, so unlucky not to have his goal yet. But I think he's going to get a goal in the second half, and it's going to set him off for the season. Liam, who were your standout players in that first half?
I mean, they were speaking about it down pitch side. Elliot Anderson was unbelievable. I mean, the back four, Guéhi, we spoke about him at the end of the first half. They've both been sensational. Like, just watching them both, it's so calm, it's so controlled. I mean, Nico O'Reilly as well. I'm just going to wheel off all the names now. Yeah. But, like, I could be here all day, but them three for me have been top. Let's just, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think as well, we were saying that Paul made a great point. That back four, consisting of what is like almost 4 centre halves, very like reminiscent of the treble winning season, of which, as Paul pointed out, Enzo was of course part of the coaching staff. Really well worked chance there. Kushnov steamed from the right back position to press the full back, won the ball back. Cherki then take a lovely touch, found Semenyo, who just couldn't get it out of his feet. It's out for a corner now. It's interesting. I think I've seen 4 or 5 different corner takers. Anderson's on it now. I've seen Phil take it, Cherki. I guess again we talk about that kind of everyone can do it all. Haaland's enjoying the tussle here in the box as well. Ball in. Let's just see how it goes. Nico O'Reilly's on his own. Played it back across, but no one there. It found a Palace head, but here's Foden.
Gone.
Oh! Felt like he caught it well. Guéhi's got his arms outstretched, asking maybe for a free kick. But we seem to have started the second half well with a lot of the ball. And as Paul said, key when you're at Selhurst Park, where you don't really want the fans to get involved.
I know it's so early in the Enzo era, but can you see the differences already in the way we play? Like both of you.
I think definitely in the pressing a little bit more. I've noticed, and I feel as well actually obviously sometimes we'd see the wingers come in inside a lot more, but I think with Enzo he's very much wants to keep them high and wide for the 1v1s. And that kind of I've picked up on Paul.
Yeah, and it's going down under Pep that we can't say it was just unbelievable. But we're playing between the lines a hell of a lot more now. We're looking to get the ball down one side width-wise, with looks of the purpose to already look to get it out the other side, and switch the play a lot more. And sometimes, which I don't mind, we're actually not all the time just going longer a little bit.
Yeah.
If it's not on to play that ball and there's a chance of being intercepted, it's as if to say, don't take that chance.
Yeah.
We've got Erling up there.
Yes.
We've got Semenyo up there. Just hit it a bit longer and make the other team opposition think about it a bit more as well.
I do think that was maybe one thing we were, oh my goodness, that was close, underutilised, like Haaland running in behind.
Yeah.
Like, there was, I think we put out a video, or I've seen it, with the players talking about who's the fastest in the team. And Rico was like, what sort of pace are we talking about? Yeah. And he was like, Erling. Wow. And I just think that's not something you really think about when you watch him as a player, but like the ball over the top and he's steaming down on it, it's an option. It's always an option.
And it's not long ball. It's, as you said, it's the right option at the moment to do it, and not overplaying when it's. Sometimes, especially away from home, I think the last couple of seasons we were really vulnerable to overplaying and getting caught out and teams hit us in the counter attack. I think if you, like Liam said, if you've got Erling up there and his pace, put it in behind.
Yeah,
mix it up a bit.
Crosses though, isn't it? Right. If he's in the box, fire it in. See what happens.
Phil Foden as well. They just had a chance there, Crystal Palace. It was well worked from them, to be fair. And it was pulled the ball back, and I think it was Nketiah who got on the end of it, but it just kind of was spinning always away from goal. We had the Champions League draw a couple of days ago. Huge draw. I mean, I felt we were in pot one, but it feels like such a difficult run of fixtures. I mean, off the top of my head, I'm going to try and remember them, but we've got PSG at home, Barcelona away. We've got Porto away,
Leipzig
Lisbon at home.
Leipzig away.
Leipzig away.
Athens at home.
Athens at home.
And Lens.
Napoli. Lens away. And then Napoli at home as well. I mean, we know there's no easy game in the Champions League. It felt like a difficult draw, that, Liam.
Yeah, it's not very friendly, that, is it? But
no.
What I always think of as well, like when you look at these games, I mean, when we're the team we are, I don't really fear anyone anymore. Like, even though, like, you might go, oh, they're better form than us, X, Y, Z, on our day, we can go toe-to-toe with anyone. I think teams will be like, oh, got City.
Yes.
And I think, from a fan standpoint, there's some good games there.
Some great games, really.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, we can really get our teeth into them. Like, there's some really good games. I mean, there'll be some wicked away days as well. I think it's one of those in the Champions League. I think you've got to, whilst the games are tough, they're sort of the ones you want to play. You want to. It's like we were saying with the women's teams. You want to test yourself.
Yes.
Like, we want to. When was the last time we played Barcelona? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, we were saying we'd like to go. I'm also probably. We're going to put up a petition. You should get on a couple of away days. Think somebody.
I've always already mentioned it. Yeah, that was already.
What a hero!
Great, we'll put it.
Absolutely, don't worry. That was actually the first thing I said when I came in tonight.
and let it be known now. If you don't, you best believe the Paul Dickoff gnome will be making an appearance.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be seeing that gnome. You couldn't write it out, Paul. Reunited with Kevin De Bruyne, comes back to the Etihad. Yeah. We of course then go see Rodri in Barcelona.
I know, but that's what Champions League's all about. And look, this talking about the first game of the season, people getting to know positions, new players coming in. Hopefully, the time the Champions League comes around, this team will be settled.
Yeah.
And it'll be a settled squad with maybe one or two new signings coming in, the new signings that are here already.
Yeah.
And it'll be a lot more fluent than what we've had. So it's exciting, really exciting. And we all love a Champions League, especially at the Etihad.
Of course. I mean,
they're
amazing. Rocking with that new Pep Guardiola stand as well. I was saying, actually, I mean, that was it in full flow against the Bournemouth game. Seemed to make a difference, I think you were saying, Paul. I mean, I swear I moved my seat too, but once we got that equaliser, it did seem to, I don't know, it felt louder than it had done before.
It did. And obviously, look, I think hearing singing from both ends and them both joining in together, it just created an unbelievable atmosphere, especially when the second goal went in, you know, the roof nearly came off, which was brilliant. And obviously we want much more of that this season.
Sure there will be, and if you obviously, we're very lucky to be here wherever you are. Hopefully you'll be able to come join us for a game throughout the season. This season, next season, there's loads happening. We've got new spaces, new areas. Phil finds Shirky! Dancing feet!
That's so good!
Don't worry about it!
It's just so
Don't worry about it!
That's just ridiculous.
I mean, the dancing feet, Phil Foden with the assist as well. Yeah. Can they play together? Well, there you are.
That's what we wanted to see, isn't it?
How we sat watching him and he's calmer than us.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it's absolutely wild. Like, you just want to... I was like, just swing it. Don't need to. Take my time. There we go. Roll it in.
He also, you could see in his eyes there, it looks like he had the bit between his teeth there. He wanted to get that goal, makes it 2-0. Talk us through it then early, and what have we got? So it's a well-won ball from Anderson. O'Reilly in midfield.
Does well.
See, I thought Foden was going to go wide.
I did. But finds Shirky, see you later. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
He does, it's so, like, the little, like, heel to toe, the switching of the feet is just, like, it's devastating.
Well, he's got, how many has he got?
That finish is outrageous.
He's got how many around him, Paul? 3, 4? Does him, you sit down, and then with his left foot outside of the boot. And that's also the both-footedness.
This here, yoink.
It feels like you could take it on your right, and then outside
and
the
boot. Pulled. Yeah, defender's pulling him back.
In that position as a forward, though.
Oh, gosh.
Is it just...
He's got walkabouts. I know, but that's outrageous, man.
You'll have to get the roaming camera to follow you about. But going back, in that sort of position as a forward, he obviously he knows what he's going to do. He trusts in his ability. But is it just inviting the players to bring it down?
That's just instinct. It's saying he obviously knows what he's got to do, but it's just magical. And he's probably not thought about that.
Just done it.
If he had time to think about it,
you don't do it.
That doesn't happen. It's just natural ability, world class at his best.
Oh, and the close ball control. When you get to watch that again, I mean, maybe you're wherever you watch as well, you can.
It's the finish for me. The defenders trying to drag him down,
and then
they're still expecting him to take it again. And
I thought he was going to take it on his right foot.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. But also, that's when you're both footed like that, you never know.
That side.
It's that five-a-side goal.
My brother does this. Hang on, they've got a free kick here, Crystal. Sorry. Ooh.
Bloody that's a belter, isn't it?
That's going to be done as an own goal, isn't it?
You know what? I have a thing with free kicks, and I think if you can fire in a free kick, fair. After that one,
No,
don't worry about that.
You can't. I mean, that is Donnarumma, as you know, is going to be fuming. I don't know how many yards out that is. It's Yeremy for Crystal Palace. Lines up, rifles it towards the top right hand corner. I mean, you can't really do much about that. It feels like it's hit the upright and bounced back off Donnarumma.
I think it has.
I mean, that's an amazing free kick, though.
Has it come off him, or is it
an own goal? I think that's an own goal. It seems to bounce off the upright as he's. Yeah.
Both right in the corner.
Yeah,
as well,
it was literally in the 90-degree angle. Donnarumma's dive for it. As
comes off the crossbar,
comes off the post.
Hit him, then off the post again.
You know what I mean? It's
That's
not
so
really.
unlucky. That is so unlucky. I'm sorry. People's pointing the finger at the goalkeeper saying he shouldn't have beat from there. It's an unbelievable free kick. It's right in his corner. It's hit the post, came out, hit him, but then hit the post again before it's went in.
I don't think you can point any fingers there. Don't dive for it.
I feel sorry for him who took the free kick, because I think it's an unbelievable free kick and he's not going to get anything for it.
That free kick is absolutely outrageous. Just given seem to, and this is the other point now, Paul, isn't it? It's like, okay, you can feel it's lifted the crowd back, so you need to get back on the ball and just settle them down a little bit.
Yeah, you did. Just very much like the start of the game, Cal.
Yeah.
You know what's going to be coming the next 10 minutes. You just need to keep a cool head, get back on the ball, get passing it again, get back into your rhythm, and don't give them any sniffs. Unneeded.
Yeah. We've won the ball. Palace got the ball here, and that's soft. That's soft, that referee. Come on, Gvardiol. Manchester City 2, Crystal Palace 1. Shirky with his dancing feet, with a lovely assist from Phil Foden gets the second, but Crystal Palace reply again with a free kick. That is one of those where you just have to go, unbelievable free kick and Tekkers. Georgina, it kind of killed the brilliance of the Shirky goal, that free kick. Credit to the free kick, but back to Ryan Shirky. And you said at the start, you were excited. Sorry, he's on the ball again here. You were excited to see Phil and Shirky together, and it paid off there, didn't it?
Oh, sorry.
It's
I feel like every time I'm on the screen, we've got a chance. There we go. Yeah, Ryan Shirky, what an unbelievable player. I mean, I describe him to my friends as auralicious. I think he has the most aura I've ever seen of a footballer in recent times, ever. He's so confident and so assured in himself, and he's just a pleasure to watch. I really enjoy watching Shirky play.
And lovely to see that link up with Phil Foden. Obviously, he's probably been unlucky not to get on the score sheet, but you'll also then, we know part of his game is the assist, and that'll probably give Foden a bit of confidence as well.
Yeah, Foden's really, really dangerous when he's been on the ball. He's created a lot of opportunities, and that's the Foden that we're used to and what we've wanted to see for a while from him. So for him to have that confidence and have that mojo back has been really exciting. And I really do like that partnership with Shirky and Foden. It's really special.
Couldn't agree more. And now, speaking of aura...
Yeah, let's go.
He's done it! Georgina! Auralicious! Auralicious, baby!
Georgina, just you stay on.
Screen, just keep
me and Liam will shut up.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
Oh, I tell you what. He could be, dare I say, this could be player of the season for Shirky's. I'm telling you, this could be his season, you know.
What's that, 2 assists, 2 goals, 2 games in?
That is rough.
Yeah, sure.
That's auralicious, would you say, Georgina?
Oh, 100% auralicious. This is what I'm talking about. That celebration, so cold, unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Let's bring the game. Diaz plays a lovely ball forward to Gvardiol, who's in a centre mid position, who just lays it off for Shirky, and then...
Yeah, don't
does it take a deflection, that, Paul?
Don't worry about that.
Do you know that's his right foot? What foot does he kick with?
Yeah. Little deflection, but still, well, he is the most two-footed player I've ever seen in person. Ryan Shirky.
It's nuts, isn't it?
It's a slight deflection, but still beautiful finish there. And Georgina once again brings us a little bit of luck as Ryan Shirky makes it 3-1 with 59 minutes played. Fantastic stuff there. You talked about that in the first half, though. I mean, Diaz pings the ball in to Gvardiol, who's actually was in like a
Gvardiol assist.
Gvardiol assist as well.
Go on, get.
You can see that pressed away the swarm in the players there as well. Energy levels don't look like they've dropped at all.
This is exactly what Palace wouldn't have wanted, though. And I thought it at the time, like, as much as you were saying, right, City need to get calm here and not let Palace get a tail up. I think on the other side of things, you get a goal and you think, actually, like, we've got them on the ropes, let's go. We've changed momentum and we've punished them. And I think that's exactly what we needed.
The Gvardiol's just got sent to the shops there. He's looked kind of good, 25, but not the best ball in collected by Donnarumma, and Shirky there as well, fantastically telling him to calm down. Referee seems to have given a listen. I know we're probably watching this through blue tinted glasses, but he booked Anderson for that free kick before.
He's just been
City's way.
He's just been wiped out, and he's looking at it and he waves.
Do you know what I love though? And this is part of that like old school British bulldog midfielder, Anderson. You never see him stay down, even with a bad tackle. He's always just straight back up.
He doesn't really let them know you hurt.
Gvardiol with the ball back on the left-hand side. If you've just tuned in, the Blues at Selhurst Park, who have made their way down in numbers, are in fine voice because Manchester City 3, Crystal Palace 1. 2 goals from Shirky. He also got an assist. Foden with the other one, Gvardiol with the other assist. So if any of them in your fantasy, you're buzzing. But he's picked up the ball again at the edge of the box. Dig it, lad! Oh. Now,
so calm on the ball.
Do you see, I guess now for the opposition as well, he's got that fear in him, they don't know what to do with him.
Yeah, what side you show him on?
He's got that confidence as well.
Yeah.
That he's had his little bit of magic, and he looks as if it's impossible to get the ball off him.
Yeah, he does.
There's sometimes players like your number 10s, they excite you and you wonder what they're going to do next, and you're hoping what they're going to do. When he gets it, you just expect something.
Yeah. And also,
it's that sort of you hold your breath. So he's going to make something happen. Well, it was like
it's not a go on, make something happen, or go on. It's a go on then.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
What's now?
And also, it's that thing, Paul, like you were saying, because he doesn't actually know what he's going to do. How can a defender or any of the opposition even have any idea of what they're going to do? You know.
It's just one of those things. I don't think you can coach that in a player. I think it's something you either have or you don't have. It's a bit like Mahrez. Like you just have it. It's just something that's in your DNA from playing football as a kid, and it just doesn't leave you. And it's so exciting to watch. It really is ridiculous.
The only coaching you can do with a player like that is, and it's to his full credit, is teaching the defensive side of the game and hope that they take it on.
Yeah.
Because the one thing that's always put at them is they're a maverick, they're a flair player. They don't want to defend, but he works his socks off, you know.
Yeah, he does.
And he has done since he's come into the club.
I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. Crystal Palace have just made a substitution there, and they tried to play the ball forward, but who's there just to collect it up like a Rolls Royce? Mark Gay against his former club, and still can't get the ball off him. Still can't get the ball off him. Anderson does seem to be popping up everywhere as well. 63 minutes played. Just going back to that Champions League draw, because that starts pretty soon as well. Liam, which of the fixture are you at? Oh, it's the right idea. What was the fixture that stood out to you? Are you excited for?
Barcelona.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they look strong. I think they seem like got a good team. You add Rodri to the mix as well, with Pedri and Gavi and Lamine Yamal. Also, Anthony Gordon's really got off to a great start over there.
I just think, like, not to sound like spoiled, but we've played PSG a fair bit, you know, like
Madrid.
Yeah, like, but Barcelona, also like Nou Camp, you know, it's like you said, they've built a good team, a really good team, and after their financial struggles and not being able to dictate the market, like the young players, obviously, like, as wounded as it is, we know how good Rodri is, and he's there now. Like, I think it's a good game to go and play and go, where are we? Where's our level?
Where are we at?
Yeah, for sure. It's the same with PSG, I guess, right? Like, where's our level now? Like, we can beat them. It's like, actually, we're ahead of schedule.
I loved that there was a great, there was an interview with our footballing director, Hugo Viana, my man, and I just loved his response was, we're ready to compete, simple as, you know. And you heard it here first. Hugo Viana is cooking, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you that for free. Woof. Big woof.
Kevin coming back again as well.
Kevin coming back. Also, I remember.
I know he came back last year, but we'll never get sick of him.
Cameo.
Never get sick of him coming back.
Do you remember as well when we first got back into the Champions League? I felt like we always used to play Napoli. There was a time when they had like little bets.
Cavani, bro.
Yeah.
Was that our first year back or first year in? Yeah. And we had a really hard group. I can't think of what he's done well.
We had a hard group for the first few.
Yeah.
I mean, but I felt Napoli would always end up. Gosh, they had a hell of a team, Napoli. That front three back in the day. What?
So good.
Speaking of, we mentioned as well how big this team is. On all in corners, we've won first header every single time, which is nice to see. As we're probably coming up to 70 minutes.
That's fine.
Just unlucky there. They've got the ball in the box. I can't remember the name of that number 10. Is that the free kick take?
Yeah.
Bright spark for them as well. I mean,
he's a good
last year. Came through from Villarreal. Really good player. That's what I thought, manager.
I have to. Strong.
I'm way too old for that, mate. I actually tried that in real life and was rubbish.
I'll let you see my save later. I'm class.
And I was rubbish. That's why I get sacked.
Should have just played at home. It's warm as well.
Didn't have the right players, Paul. It's interesting. Gvardiol just hold that, and then there's that big switch we've talked about as well. Goes, finds Phil over on the other right-hand side of the pitch. Lot of change over at Palace. Obviously, they lost the manager, Glasner, who's gone to Nottingham Forest. Mateta's not in the squad. We know there's interest around Sarr. Looks like they've lost the defender to Aston Villa, whose name's just gone from my head. Muñoz. But considering all the changes, this performance, it's not a performance of a team that looks like they're not trying to be at it. I'm kind of surprised, actually, how much they brought the game to City.
Yeah, because I think by all accounts, we're pretty poor against Everton.
Yeah.
But first home game of the season, they're always going to be up and at it. There's something wrong with the players if they're not, but they've done all right. We've been good and we've been very good at times, but you've got to give them credit as well.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's the strength of the Premier League. Like, won Conference League last season. Like, there's no easy games in the Premier League, and I think that's why teams that come up struggle so much, because it's so strong. It really is. When we got Palace taking Villarreal's top player. Villarreal in the Champions League not long ago.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I agree.
It's just so strong. It's just such a strong league.
Well, there was teams like Brentford paying 40-50 million for teams that are already strong already.
Yeah.
Well,
and there was a I can't remember which manager it was from one of the teams in the League Cup, and he was kind of saying that it was like, you always feel like you could have a chance, but it does feel now the Premier League teams, they are just in a complete, as much as they're trying to close the gap, so difficult to
it's the strength of the squads that they've got now as well.
Yeah.
And it's just it's a different level it's ever been, and we'll all hope, and obviously we'll hope City will win it this year, but this year I think is going to be the hardest Premier League to win, purely because of the quality from top to bottom.
Yeah. Can you see, I mean, obviously I know we will be, that's never in doubt. I mean, I feel we can win every trophy, but people challenging for Arsenal, because for being honest, just with my footballing brain on, we won the league last year. Great signings, I think, in Guimaraes. They obviously signed Kwanzaa from Aston Villa. And they're that well-oiled machine, been with Arteta now 8-9 years. Can you see other people challenging for them, Paul, as well, against them?
I can, I definitely can, and I think there'll be 4 or 5. I think from our point of view, and I said it even before the game on Saturday, if we can get through to the end of September, there and thereabouts.
Yeah.
Just purely because of the changes, the manager, little tweaks in the system, new players coming in, players leaving, and win games and still be in it, we'll be in a great chance.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of teams are going to be similar. Chelsea, new manager, a lot of signings.
No Europe either.
Yeah.
European football.
Yeah. Liverpool, new manager.
Yeah.
Looking to get players back fit, new signings.
Tottenham with De Zerbi as well.
Tottenham. So all these teams, I think it's really important to get off to a good start. Maybe not so much performance-wise, but results-wise.
Yeah, you need to pick up them points.
So become end of September, October time, you're not chasing already.
Yes.
When you've got your team.
Yes.
And your team's there together, playing together.
And
Does that make sense?
It makes complete sense. Yeah, I think that's such a good point. Do you think as well there's something? Is it different with this in the way where the international break falls? Because obviously, remember, we'd have like a game or two, then it'd be away, a few game back, then the second. But obviously, we know this year we're going to get the first 5 games, and then come 19th, 20th of September, 3 weeks off.
Yeah.
Do you think that changes things? Because it might as well. I'm like, I think that suits.
And I think managers will look at that as a mini league at the start of the season.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think they'll look at it the same way. They'll be saying, look, we're a new group. We've got 5 games to get to where we want to get to.
Yeah.
And then we can regroup and go again.
Yeah.
So you can put a marker down early doors, and like you were saying, if a manager or if a team started slow for that international break, you're stewing. Because what can you change? What can we do here? And it's, well, we're already 4 points off this team. We're 3 points behind them. And I think if it's not been going as well as you may have wanted it or expected it, I think that international break could be a point where you're getting the calculator out, you're trying to figure out some bits.
And I think this season, look, you don't want to play catch-up at any time in the season, but this season more so just the pure quality that's in the Premier League now and the strength of teams. You don't want to be falling too far behind too soon.
And also, I guess, that's so unlucky. Go on. And I guess the other thing with that longer break, well, I mean, we know City have a lot of international players, but for the ones that don't go, with a new manager, you've got another 3 weeks there as well to try and bed in your system, your ideas, your philosophies as well, which can only stand them in good stead. Our games in up until that international break, a lovely little touch there. Some lovely passes to play from Crystal Palace here as they come. They've got a player on the right hand side now as Gvardiol makes his way across. I'll bring you them games in just a second, but Donnarumma collects the ball lovely there. We've got Coventry next weekend. Then obviously the derby, huge, we'll speak about that in a second. Sunderland, we've got Norwich in the League Cup, that's just been announced for the Thursday around the 17th, I think. And then of course Champions League as well. So a lot of football to be cramming in before then. Liam, how are you feeling about the derby?
You know, I'm feeling good. I'm looking forward to it, I think maybe United's first result got me a bit more excited for it, but sometimes I don't like it early, I'll be so honest with you. I like when we play our big games later on in the season because I feel like it gives us a chance to get firing. I think under Pep, it was always, we started the new season and maybe we'd change something. It was like figuring it out, growing pains, and then by the time it got to January, we looked like a well-oiled machine. You're like, oh yeah, we're back, we're flying. So I used to like getting our bigger games around that sort of time. But, again, it's like we're saying with Champions League, it's good to see where we are.
Yeah.
They've got a newish manager. Carrick's obviously there permanently now. And it'd be good to get some bragging rights early doors and let them know that just because we've changed managers, it's not going to change here. Regular service, we still are City,
And as Elliot Anderson said, we are the biggest team in Manchester. It's also, I look at their games in comparison. Obviously, they're back in Champions League, which will be slightly newer for them, but Ipswich at home, Everton away, and then the Champions League starting that week of the dark. I think even just that fun, because obviously we're so used to it, but that's a new thing for them and that squad, Paul.
It isn't. It's something the manager's not had. Yeah. And a lot of the players haven't had before.
Yeah.
So it's completely different going into a Champions League week and a derby week than what they would have known before. And I just think that I just look at the quality in our squad and the strength in our squad, and we know there will be one or two to come in.
Yeah.
And compared to theirs, we're better. But it's all good, but it's a derby, and it's so true that anything can happen. I've seen that in the last couple of years, that they can turn up.
Of course, yeah.
Really want to.
It does form where teams goes out the window for a derby. Couple changes here for Crystal Palace. Also, there's a change here coming on for Manchester City. Kovacic seems to be making his way on. I'm guessing Anderson.
Yeah. I know he went off 60 minutes. They said he got last game. He went on.
Yeah, still come back to full fitness.
Yeah,
I was thinking
went far in the World Cup, played a lot of minutes.
Yeah. I was thinking that, or maybe Shirky with the
booking.
With the booking, but you're probably right. Actually, the more like for like would be Anderson for his energy as well. And again, Paul, you speak so highly of Kovacic, and I know you've had a chance to spend some time with him as well and chat to him. But when we lost some of the experience, he was probably one that's key to stay as well, given his experience and what he can bring to the team off the pitch and on it.
His experience, and he's something different in there for us as well. You know, he's a lovely ball carrier. He can play and will play between the lines as well. And that experience he's got, I mean, we're speaking of 4 Champions Leagues he's won.
He's got some CV.
Yeah, and the CV is incredible. And he's not just a CV where he's played at 1 or 2 appearances at these clubs. He's played a lot of games for top clubs and won a lot of trophies. And with it being a new squad, with it being a lot of, talking about the ages of some of the players, having somebody like him in the changing room and to come off the bench is invaluable.
Yeah. It seems to as well, I guess, coming on here. Well, I mean, it's interesting actually. He's actually come off for Gvardiol. So Nico O'Reilly's got. Oh, I was passing it around a bit now. Gvardiol has gone off. Nico O'Reilly's been brought into left back. And then Kovacic moves into the middle with Shirky and with Elliot Anderson, who's still on the pitch. Interesting as well, Palace had 2 subs ready to come on, but they're really trying to crack down on time wasting and keeping the ball in play. Obviously, they've mentioned about the goal kicks. They're also mentioned about goalkeepers going down for tactics. The other thing is the 5-second rule for the sub, which we saw in the League Cup against Chelsea. I think that happened to Palace there. The player didn't come off quick enough, so they've not been able to make that sub. I like that rule.
They're down to 10 men.
They're down to 10, yeah.
I think so at the minute.
Because they didn't get the player on quick enough, but I do. Oh, it's just lovely from Kovacic there. Also, speaking of appearances, 100th appearance for Manchester City. So you just see how valuable he's been and what he's played. Yeah, Kovacic, 100 appearances.
It felt like he was out for most of last year
as well.
100 games already.
Yeah.
That's why the Palace fans are going.
So Palace fans are not happy because with that new role, they didn't get the player on.
You know, okay, I get it and I get the rule, but
when do they then bring him on?
When do they bring him on? But Palace aren't time wasting. They're trying to get players on the pitch to try and change the game. So
that does feel a little bit.
I think a bit of common sense.
Yes.
You know, they're not.
Or at least
not
wave
running
them
the
on.
clock down, are they? Like?
But now, to be fair, now Palace should put it out.
It's just the referees being idiots.
So what, is he letting him?
There you go.
But you see, Palace didn't put the ball out initially. If you want to get him on that quick, you'd adjust.
Yeah, but against a team like City,
you're not going to be.
Do you want to turn over possession? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
And do you know what? They probably didn't realise what was going on.
Yeah.
Because the rules that new.
But I also think the one I do like about because you'd see that in Arsenal. I mean, we probably did it a couple of times, but Arsenal did it a lot with the keeper going down to get tactics on. I think getting rid of that is a great shout. Yeah, it's the point the referee was just saying there about the 5 seconds. I mean, the rule's the rule, I guess, but
it's hard to keep up with now. I can't lie. Like, it is hard to keep up with. Like, we sit and watch it. Like, for the players, it must be
difficult.
And like you said as well, like, use red. If someone's knackered, then you only got 5 seconds to come off. Like, but I guess you can leave the field.
Yeah, at any point.
Anywhere, like.
So, 12 minutes to go now. 78 minutes played. Still, Crystal Palace 1, Manchester City 3. Haaland with the goal in the first half.
Shells predicted this, didn't he?
3-1
Haaland goal.
Come on, Shells. First one.
Pleased with himself.
Ball did go out there for a throw-in. Not a chance to mention it yet. And we're going to be bringing you a full-time show as well. So make sure you stay with myself, Paul, and Liam, and then of course. Well, this is going to be my next talking point.
Here we go.
We'll be with FG, Shells and Luke. But on your screen here, if you're watching, we've just looked where it looks like Ryan McAdoo and brand new signing Bouardi were getting instructions, maybe looking like they'll come on the pitch. Before we get to Bouardi, because I want to talk about him a lot, you were saying we saw him warming up at half-time. Be really excited to see McAdoo, and I'm excited hopefully to see him get his chances, because hell of a talent, Liam.
Serious player, I mean. Last year in the FA Cup and them earlier rounds, he was phenomenal. And you said he had the shoulder injury during pre-season. It was a bit gutting not to see him a bit more then. But I was thinking earlier on when you were saying about the international break and these players that aren't going to go to internationals and get that extra time with the manager, he was the player in my head. I thought, you know what, he could come out and
play. For these young players,
Yeah. Like, I thought he could be one that maybe after the international break we see him feature a bit more. But I've got a lot of time for it, featuring this early on in the season. Like,
shows the trust
just
he has
been promoted to the first team. Like, yeah, big time. And we were saying Enzo likes to play with a younger team, and he's a really exciting player.
By all accounts, I heard pre-season that he really impressed the whole coaching staff.
Wow.
What he was doing, and obviously he's had the promotion up to be part of the first team squad now, and just great to see these young kids getting their chance and getting, not just being in the squad, but getting minutes in big games like this as well.
And also, it's proven with Enzo anyway, but you also know he's not doing that just as a gimme. He's only doing that if you have the trust, because also 3-1 at Selhurst Park is still, in the tie.
And there's no gimmies at this level now. There's no sentiment, there's no nothing at all. You've got to earn every single minute that you get.
10 minutes to go, so Ryan McKay looks like he'll come on. I'm going to guess maybe Shirky, because he's got the yellow and you move Phil in the middle maybe. Even though Phil was... Oh, Gay, that's just super. Oh, Rolls Royce.
Get rid of that.
Tell you what, Donnarumma, aren't you? Edison in disguise. Second player who looks like he's coming on, announced this week, Moroccan international, 18 years old, Bouardi signed from Lille. Bouardi signed
be able to bring them in and take them, like, it's a talent factory.
Yeah.
It really is, and I think you see it today. Like, we're all oohing and ahhing about Foden. Again, he's sort of the crown jewel. He's the poster boy. But when you've got these players coming in, like, there's so many different routes, and like you said, you see one player do it and you go, actually, my mate, I was better than him in the academy, and I'm going to do that, and it's like, and it pushes you on.
So true. It's so true.
Well, Luke said it before. What did he say? 5 of the last 6 PFA Young Players of the Year have come through City's academy.
Really?
I'm sure he said that like that.
No. I mean,
and they might be playing. Well, yeah, Rodgers, O'Reilly, Palmer, Foden.
Yeah.
You know, like, or 4 of the last 5. Like that.
Wow,
People,
that's
you're
so
gonna see that. You're gonna look at, right, if you're the most talented player in your age group and you're playing wherever it is, these are the teams that want you, and you go, well, look at the City one, like, look at the City boys, look what they're doing. Even if I don't make it there, I know that I'm considered a top talent, and
the opportunities that they're going to get.
Yeah.
Full-time whistle at Selhurst Park. So there we have it. 2 wins out of 2 for Enzo Maresca. Manchester City are top of the league. But no, another 3 points.
Couldn't wait to say that, could you?
No. Didn't get to say it much last season. But it's finished Crystal Palace 1, Manchester City 4. Goals from Erling Haaland, 2 of them. 2 from that man Ryan Shirky, 2 assists for Phil Foden, and also as well, of course, great to see players like Ryan McAdoo, Buardi come on and both make their Premier League debuts in a City shirt. Donnarumma as well, bar that free kick, fantastic, great defensive performance. I mean, Paula, I said to Georgina, who was joining us as well, you can't ask for much more than that from what a great all-round performance across the pitch.
Look, you would have took 3. You would have snapped your hand off for 3 points for the game. Never mind a performance like that and 4 goals as well. You know, a bit too early to say statement performance, but very, very impressive.
Yeah.
And you know, Liam touched on it before. All their